and welcome to MMO Play's first look at Rise of Darkness, a free-to-play mobile game, and it is a good one. Man, is this game, like, it's really impressive compared to a lot of the mobile games I've been playing lately. So to start off with, the controls are really smooth. It's uncommon to see such a nice, for the controls to work so well and so instantly, you know. The movement is usually pretty floaty in a lot of these MMOs, and it takes a long time to really get used to it. But this is nice start and stop. As soon as you press, as soon as you slide your finger, it moves, and as soon as you stop sliding, it stops moving. It's really, it's very nice. It's very tight controls. And of course, you have your attack button, and man, does that look good! Oh, that effect on the sword slash is just so nice looking. And the game in general looks really, really nice. You might not be getting a whole ton of that in this video because I did some work around recording because it's pretty difficult for some games. So yeah, you just hold down the bottom right there on the attack button with the sword, and you just hold it down and just keep attacking. The move you saw me use just right there, really nice looking. That's your special ability. Every class gets one. I think you can hold up to 4, possibly. No, maybe it's 2. So yeah, you just hold it down and it'll do its 3/ area of all around you kind of slash, and then you jump up and then you slam your sword to the ground for a really big high damage slash. It's really cool looking. It's all very cool looking. Unfortunately, it does kind of fall victim to the thing I really dislike, where you have UI all over the place. It's very confusing, but they do ease you into it with these tutorials. And I'm very skeptical of that guy that said, like, oh yeah, we have 100,000 people join us. So yeah, you have all your skills. You learn them. There's a money barrier, or a gold barrier, and then there's a level barrier, so you can't just skip to the next highest one. Oh, yeah. So yeah, you typically want to upgrade your current ones first and then move on to other skills. At least that's how I usually play, because you don't want to have too many skills at once. It's going to be very confusing. Very confusing. So yeah, if I didn't mention, I want to make sure to get that out there. Like most mobile games that are these days, it is free to play. They have their own gem system, typically, you know, like most games, and of course they have like daily logins and all that stuff. But we're just going to keep going through. I don't know what that time limit's about. Oh man, and I should point out, the writing in this game is atrocious. Don't even read it. Just skip through all of it. It's so bad. Oh man, it's so bad. It must be some kind of, like, this game was made in Japan. There's like translation errors, because it is just, it's surprising, really, how bad it is. And I completely missed that little bag guy with money. I was thinking I could just rush the end, but I just remembered at that point that you have to actually kill all the enemies. And it looks, oh my god, did you see that? The sword swing, the effect on that, it's so good. It's like, if you ever played Guild Wars 2, the legendary Twilight sword, it has that nice kind of red and black paint stroke effect, and it looks so good. And of course, this is one of the, this is one of the big, features of this game, is that you can turn into this big demon dude. And each class, oh, you know what, I totally forgot to show off all the classes. But anyway, yeah, there's a whole bunch, there's 4 classes, and they all look great. One guy has like a freaking crossbow that's like twice the size of him. It's so great. It's like, campy is not the word. What's the opposite of campy? It's uncampy. It looks like they have fun with it, except for the warrior. But I think the warrior was the best one to show off in this situation, because everybody knows, you know, how the warrior plays. And this does this nice little camera thing where it moves the camera to show off the boss, and then don't go back. It's really nice, really well done. I really enjoyed my time with this game. And then, as you see there in the bottom, or the lower right, you have the dodge button in the blue. And it's not super. I wish it would animation cancel. It doesn't do that. It only works when you're attacking. You stop all action except for the attack, right? And then you have to wait for it to be finished to actually use your dodge. I think it would be better, or maybe another class does that, but nah, I doubt it. Yeah, you have to wait until your animation on the attack cancels before you can use the dodge. which there. Granted, there is a lot of lenience when it comes to dodging. A lot of bosses have a very long lead up time before they use something big. But still, I wish it was kind of animation. And before I get out of here, you draw these cards, right? If you have their special subscription thing or whatever, you can draw more cards. It doesn't seem like the cards actually gave you a whole lot, so I don't know about that. What's really cool is that you just, if you don't really care about maximizing stats, you can just auto-equip all your best stuff, which is nice. And then you have this upgrade system, of course. Yeah, you collect those stones. I think you saw them on the ground at the end of that level just then. So you just upgrade everything. There's an auto upgrade, which is nice. You just like completely, totally upgrade everything at once on your sword. And as you can see there, I have a ton of those stones, and it maxes out at 15. And I think, yeah, you need more. What was it? I completely missed it. But I think it upgrades to a second level, and you just keep upgrading from there. And then what's really cool is I'm pretty sure you'll see at the end of this video, certain equipment will actually change your look, which is really nice. And I think I look at one guy in particular, it was really cool. And you can change your weapon and your weapon skin. It all looks pretty nice. It reminds me a lot of Guild Wars, some of these weapons, and it's all very nice looking. I just checked out the fashion. Now I'm into the bag. It's just your typical bag system. You can sell stuff and everything. I was kind of confused because sometimes you can sell stuff, but sometimes you can't. I don't know why that was. And the Dorothy Carter up there in the top left, that was just like, I was like auto name me or whatever. What's really cool is that you can have a quick register, which means you don't have to make a username, you don't have to make a password. I don't know how that works cross device, but but it's pretty cool to be able to just like load up the game and get started immediately. And I just keep going through here trying to sell stuff. It looks like it follows the standard MMO color scheme. So you know you have your common, which is gray, and then I always mix up blue and green. I think it's blue first, then green. So you have your typical shop. It's pretty expensive for some of this stuff. Enchantments like 1 or 10. Yeah, okay, I was right. 1 enchantment stone for just the first level was 3,000 gold. As you can see, I don't have a whole lot of gold up there, you know. And each potion is also 3,000 gold. Very expensive. So they have their deal with, which is like a royalty shop or something like that, which was kind of confusing. Okay, this is where I think I see that one really cool guy. Yeah, look at him! Look at that! That's a player, right? I'm pretty sure it's a player. Look how cool that guy looks. He's got like wings and like a demon red sword, an evil sword. I want that. It doesn't look like there isn't a whole lot of exploring. Sometimes in these MMO mobile games that you at least have a big old city to kind of walk around in at least. But this is all instance based, which means that you go to the dungeon and then it's just that. I wasn't 100% certain if there's any kind of multiplayer. I don't really check those things out. I don't have a lot of fun with them, and I don't think they're. I think it's your mileage may vary. Like if you just pug it up, pickup group. I don't think it really does a whole lot for you. But as opposed to if you grouped up with friends, of course it's gonna be more fun. But I wasn't sure. So here we go. You got the boss battle. It looks like this is every 5 levels or so. The bosses look okay. They're not, amazing. And the dialogue, of course, is nauseating. How bad it is. Ugh. Man. So yeah, these bosses are actually a whole lot tougher than you think, as you can see there. On most enemies or, lesser bosses, just a couple hits from my demon form fiend guy will KO him. But this is taking a whole lot longer. And as you'll see later, it's not just attack and soak up damage like you see. I have a whole lot of damage reduction when I go into that form. You actually get other abilities, which is neat. So they really ease you into this game pretty well without just leading you by the nose. Like if you would watch like my Age of Titans or my Age of Titans video or something like that, it's like auto walk tutorial, auto walk tutorial, auto walk tutorial. But this kind of gets you right into it, which is nice. This is how I really like for games to go about it. It's really nice. You don't have to. There's not a whole lot of, just see like boom right there how close that was. But see, there was a pretty good amount of lead time on it. so you're able to get you're able to get out of the way. So you have a whole lot of abilities that really, the whole combat system really is quite smooth. It's really nice. It's not like most games. I mean, I keep saying that, but I mean, I'm serious. This is like, I genuinely had a lot of fun, and I actually had to stop playing it after a while so I could actually, you know, get this preview done. It's a lot of fun. Personally, I'd rather just like buy it for $10 and get rid of all this microtransaction nonsense. I think that really hurts the game for me personally, but for a lot of people, I'm sure it's, oh cool, I get to play it for free, and then maybe I'll spend money on it. But it's really annoying to kind of deal with, like, buy our coins, buy our thing, like, buy this, buy that. Ooh, I got a purple sword, nice. So I got a gift. There's a, you know, like most games, it has the daily login, and you get gifts all the time and everything. Typically they're not that great, but you know, it keeps you coming back if you want to. I mean, I'll probably revisit it every once in a while, but again, it's just the microtransactions really rub me the wrong way. But I mean, otherwise, man, it's pretty great. Oh yeah, that's right. I gotta. So as you right there. Oh, okay, that's awesome. As you auto-equip your stuff, it also changes your appearance, which is really nice. That's definitely a big upside. And I'm sure, as you can see, there's a bowman guy there behind me. It looks pretty neat. I think you dual wield crossbows, and then you can like combine them into one giant crossbow. It looked really cool. I'm interested in going through each class and checking out like their demon form, or maybe it's the same demon form. I hope it's not the same demon form for everyone. I doubt it though. But it was really cool and there's a lot to mess with, of course. Despite these games being, you know, dangling microtransactions at every turn, they're still really deep. This one in particular, and it all looks great. In case I didn't mention that again, everything in this game looks good. Yeah, and there isn't a whole lot of, oh, you know what? I've had one knock against it. There's like little to no story. And the writing is just, it's awful. It's so bad. Just don't even pay attention. Just ignore it. It looks like, I didn't notice this before, but maybe you can upgrade your fiend into different levels. So maybe when you get to the last level up there, because it's locked, it actually changes the appearance and makes it look cooler. Man, that's exciting. I really do want to check that out. So yeah, as you can see there, I don't, friend request, what? No. So yeah, you get to learn different abilities and upgrade and everything, so you can do all that. So anyway, this has been MMO Play's first look at Rise of Darkness. Thanks for watching.